What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, people? It's me, L Teddy 27. I'm back. I'm back. And we're doing Chasing Dallas, Season 2, Episode 14. So, you might ask, what happened to... Wait, Season 2, Episode 14, yeah. You might ask, what happened to Episode 13? Bitch, I'm just like the elevator at a high-rise building. Ain't no level 13. Shit didn't happen. I don't give a fuck. Only reason I'm here now is because it's the season finale. So we're here. Why am I eating? Because I'm getting more enjoyment out of this butter pecan ice cream than I did out of this fucking episode. Let me tell you though. The one thing that made this episode bearable is the fact that, by and large, King Got wasn't on it. Who's King Got? I'm glad you asked. That one who shall remain nameless, who has King as his moniker, but he forgot that after King comes Got. Why do we call him King Got? Good question. Because he ain't got shit. Life and God forgot him. And he's a fat got. So, go check out my video where he had to be read into the ground. That's a whole nother story. Anyway, he wasn't on this episode, so that made it bearable. Anyway, I mean, as bearable as we can get with an unbearable show. So they start up at some guy named Kirk Myers or something, his Christmas party. It seemed to be a nice, classy affair. Kelly Price was there. It seemed to be all right. Reese called herself trying to apologize to George. Reese and his apology ain't shit. I mean, we all know what Reese gives. Him and his apology ain't shit. So, it was what it was. Then we get to this Last Supper. Child, this ice cream might be more expensive. I did pay a good penny for this ice cream. But this ice cream might be more expensive than the entire spread they had at this goddamn Last Supper. Mind you, the featured dish, the only part that anybody ate was some raggedy ass Little Caesars $5 pizza. You couldn't even go out and get some fucking Domino's, not even Domino's. I ain't asking you to get Pizza Hut or Papa John's or some local, upscale pizza spot. You couldn't even get fucking Domino's. So you are getting a $5 pizza that's been sitting in that oven for the last 4 hours at Little Caesars. Girl, I'm not here for this shit. Nobody ate none of the other food. That should tell you what they was working with. Anyway, Ariel gets there. She's upset with Kane because of something that Kane said in his life. Just as I am, because Kane came for me and some of my other people in his life. And so I don't see it for that whore. Something about when that whore gets a camera on her, she grows a set of balls. I guess, you know how Popeye had the spinach? I guess Kane, and he got bigger. Kane gets, the camera on, he gets bigger. Anything to help his balls and dick get bigger, because we know it's really small and struggling at this point. So I guess the camera does that for him. But anyway, Ariel was upset because Kane came for her in one of his lives. The bitch ain't shit, Ariel. Just see and know that and keep it moving. See him for who he is. He an ain't shit ass motherfucker. I told you he's King God. And, you know, he ain't got shit. Life and God forgot him. And he's a faggot. So he's King God. Do away with him, Ariel. Moving on. Why is Premier there? If this is supposed to be supper for people who are on the cast, why is Premier there? Whatever. It ain't my show. I'm not trying to even make it make sense. I've stopped trying to make it make sense, but whatever. They say Grace. Reese is chugging whatever. I don't know if it was wine or if it was champagne. But in the middle of Grace, Reese is chugging this liquor, okay? Chugging it, okay? Downing it. A mess. A damn mess. Antonio rolls in. Y'all know he come in. I told you he got them childbearing hips. And then he rolls in with these tight pants looking like somebody's auntie. Just a mess. Just a mess. I mean, physiologically, men aren't supposed to have hips. That's what physiology says. But I guess he defies the odds. I guess, you know, he's non-binary. Whatever. He come in being messy. It was a whole lot of back and forth that I really didn't give a shit about. Because I don't care no more about this show. So they have back and forth, back and forth. Oh, this, and this. I could give a shit. Reese spilled some tea about, not Reese, Antonio spilled some tea about Reese getting evicted. Reese claimed, bitch, I just sent you that because I was trying to figure out if you was the mole and if you was telling my business to everybody. I really don't give a shit about any one of them hoes, but whatever. Then we got into the Trey Womack and George situation about George allegedly pulling out his dick and trying to sleep with Trey Womack. Fuck Trey. Roosevelt Womack had the audacity to say he don't like dick. Now, Ron Isley said it best when he said, let me get my voice right. I keep hearing footsteps, baby, in the dark. Oh, in the dark. I keep hearing footsteps, baby, in the dark. Oh, in the dark. Why would I sing footsteps in the dark? Because that bitch, Roosevelt Womack, Trey Womack, likes to put footprints on ceilings. That bitch take more dick than a little bit. If you expect me to believe that that bitch don't like dick, because then he ceremoniously said after that, oh, if you weren't drunk, it could have happened, which tells us, bitch, you take dick, but you talk about you don't take dick. Girl, if you don't sit your ass down to fuck somewhere, Trey Womack, you put footprints on ceilings, okay? Footprints on ceiling. Okay? Ron Isley told us footsteps in the dark. That's you, Roosevelt. That's you. Anyway. A mess. A mess. A damn mess. Trey Howard and Dior finally arrived. There was more back and forth that I could give a shit about. Then we see Trey Howard in his confessional in this condom suit. What the fuck was that condom suit you had on in that damn confessional, Trey Howard? Girl, whatever. Markel listened to a back and forth with George. He's talking into some spoon. I have no earthly idea why he's talking into a spoon, but that's a whole different story. However, right now as we speak, I am drinking Similac and I have on diapers. Why? Because new life was given by that mirrored dress Ariel had on in her confessional. Listen, it gave life, and it gave me life abundantly. I'm a newborn baby. I have been given life anew by that dress, that mirrored dress Ariel had on in that motherfucking confessional. Life-giving. Sickening. Anyway, Trey Howard mentioned King Got and his little ass dick. Moving on. We don't, with the one night stand, we don't feature the likes of little dicks around here. Then it got real heated. All this back and forth that I could give a shit about. Then they stopped the footage because they say, oh, the police were called. Now hold the fuck on. Make this shit make sense. So, you whores had a whole ass melee, okay? Where alleged gunfires were shot, where fights happened, where y'all in the parking lot having a complete brawl, a complete melee. And we know police had to be called. And we saw no less than 937 vantage points of the entirety of that melee. And we do not give a shit about it. But we don't see not one nary image of whatever skirmish that went on here because the police were called. Why? Because it involved Reese, which goes back to the overarching point of this entire season. Why the fuck is a bitch allowed to be both executive producer and cast member? I don't blame Reese G because Reese G is not in charge of the entire Chasing Reality franchise. I blame the stupid ass dick fucks who are in charge of the entirety of the Chasing Reality platform that allowed someone who is a cast member who can't keep a steady job, hello, to be executive producer of anything. People in the cast make more money than him. Executive producers are supposed to be the money people. Make this shit make sense. But that's why you ain't see none of that. That's why they cut the fucking footage, because it involved Reese. And that's why the fuck they cut it. But I'm done, because he has a hand in what gets shown and what doesn't get shown. Because it's a bunch of fucking fuckery. That was the end. They went to the closing montage where they talk about what people doing. Let me give you my final thoughts on these people. We already talked about King God. He ain't shit. He ain't got shit. God bless his heart. Unless he changes who he is, he ain't gonna never be shit. George, I end the season liking George a lot more than I don't like George. I think George gets a lot of flack. Quiet as it's kept, George handled business outside of the show. So I like anybody like that. So I like George more than I don't like George. Markel, I couldn't stand Markel in the beginning. He's not. I'm not saying that I love Markel now, but I like him more than I did at the beginning. Reese wasn't shit in the beginning. Somewhere in the middle, he was all right, but now he still ain't shit. Antonio was never shit. Fucking Carrie D. I like Carrie D in the beginning. I like Carrie D now. Carrie D is the only one doing shit in this motherfucker. Ariel had her ups and downs. Ariel's okay with me. I'm okay with Ariel. Trey Howard. I don't have no beef for Trey Howard. He's young and dumb and full of cum. And if you want Trey Howard, you can show me all in my Instagram DMs. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. All of it. Even if it involves you and a little boyfriend. Y'all real cute together. See me in the DMs. But he's young. And a lot of times when people get older, they forget how they were when they were young. And they negate the fact that you make a lot of mistakes when you were young. You do. And you learn from it and you grow and you get better and you make better life decisions and life choices along the lines. And so that's how I see Trey Howard. Dior. I don't feel one way or another about Dior. Dior. I'm neutral on Dior. I don't feel good, bad, or in between on Dior. Who am I missing? Oh, Roosevelt. Trey Womack. Oh, Jesus. Just go step out in traffic without your mask on and let Miss Rona do her work. I have no time or patience for Trey Womack. None. And did I miss anybody? I don't know. That's it. And finally, before I let this go, let me give a huge and major shout out to the Justice League. All of you all. Yes, Bitch TV. Really BTV. Every reviews. Scotty, Mr. Still Standing. Terrence, Giving You the Real Tea. The Cat's Meow. All of you all pushed me. We pushed each other to do better reviews. We interviewed these people. We asked the tough questions. We challenged each other on what we thought. And I think that we are much a factor in the success of this show as the show itself. So I want to thank all of my fellow reviewers. There are some other people who review the shows. Rodney the Voice, Hermit TV Junkie. I know I started naming people and I should stop because I'm going to forget people. But there are other people who review the show that are just as good. And shouts out to all of my fellow reviewers, wherever you may be, whoever you are, who review this show. Because I know that it's been, an arduous task to make it through the entirety of this season. But we did it. I guess we gotta wait for this goddamn reunion. But that's all. I hope that you enjoyed my reviews of Chasing Dallas Season 2. Will I be back for Season 3? Will there even be a Season 3? We'll have to wait and see. Until next time, that's all I have for y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.